12 back with you again. I got another commentary, this time again on slums, using the Scar with Select Fire and a Reticle. I think I had Fast Mag on it too. Select Fire on the Scar is awesome, by the way. Give you guys a quick update real quick before I get into the topic of today's video. I'm going to be out of town for the next week starting Saturday on June 7th, I think it is, or June 8th or whatever, and I'm going to be out of town for about a week, so I'm not going to put any videos up while I'm out. I'm not going to have access to the internet or anything like that, so it's going to be a lean week for videos for me, so enjoy the multiple videos going out this week. I'll put some up a couple days after I get back, though. However, today's topic, let's get into this because it's something that was requested. My best friend who lives in Mississippi requested this of me. He posted a comment on one of my videos and said, hey, if you're going to tell some stories, you need to tell the story about the Pringle can. So after confirming what the story was he was talking about, I was like, all right, I'll put the video up. And he wants to hear it on the video. I don't know why he's older. He's heard it a bunch of times. But anyway, I used to have a couple of roommates years ago, and this has been probably 10 years ago that this happened. And one of my roommates, her sister came in town and visited, brought her 2 kids and her husband, because they were going to be shipping, he was going to be shipping overseas to Afghanistan, and they were shipping from about an hour away from our house, so they just stayed with us for a couple of weeks before that, got some family time and all that in. So, he's there, her husband, and he had this weird habit of, his way of joking people was to put his dick in things, and especially in things that you would eat or drink. And he got me with this one night. I used to buy these giant 64-ounce bottles of Powerade, and I came home from work one night, and I worked at a plumbing supply company, did physical labor, so when I came home I have a fucking mighty thirst, and I want to drink my Powerade. So I get home and I go, gosh, I sure would love a blue Powerade right now. Let me, quench my mighty thirst with this delicious blue Powerade. And so my friend's wife looks at me and she goes, he put his balls in that, right? And this is after I've drank the majority of it. And I was like, do what now? He put his balls in what? She goes, balls. Powerade. He stuck a testicle into the lid of the bottle, into the lip of it, and then jumped up and down and shook, so that way his ball juice would mix with my Powerade juice. So needless to say, this of course disgusted me, and I spewed Powerade all over the fucking place, and they thought it was hilarious. And I decide I have to get him back. And he had these weird snack habits. He would eat weird shit. Not bell peppers, banana peppers, and jalapeno peppers, like straight out of a jar. That's just what he ate, whatever tweaks your nipples. And he was sitting there eating his banana peppers one day. Unbeknownst to him, I had taken my balls and inserted them into this jar of banana peppers and jumped up and down and shook them up real good. Get the flavors in there. And he didn't give a single shit. He just continued to eat the peppers. Now, to kind of backtrack a little bit and tell you my pain, banana peppers aren't really a spicy pepper. However, they're spicy enough to spice up your balls a little. So I ended up having some spicy nuts for a bit, and this was not pleasant, but sacrifices must be made for comedy, and I accepted the fact that I had done something stupid. Well, since that was a failed joke, I kind of just let it go. I was like, fuck it, you win this round. And later on, after he has shipped overseas, his wife is visiting us again, and she decides she's going to send her husband a care package with his favorite snacks and movies and things like that, and porn so he can jerk his gherkin. And she buys him a can of his favorite flavor of Pringles. And I decide I have a good idea. Now, at one point, a friend of mine and I had gone to this porn store before all of this had ever happened, and they had these giant strawberry flavored candy cocks on a stick, and I mean big and very lifelike. I feel really bad for whatever person that they modeled this after. Not so much for that person, but for the person who he put that thing into, because it had to have just cracked him like a fucking wishbone. It was a big, giant cock. So I decided I'll cut the stick off of this giant candy cock, and I'm going to stick it in his can of Pringles and send it to him in Afghanistan. So I eat his Pringles, which were delicious, all but a few. I put the giant candy cock into the Pringles can, and once that's done, I put the last few Pringles on top of said candy cock, so hopefully it will kind of hide my joke. And off goes the care package. Well, you know, it takes a little while for shit like that to make it overseas, but a few weeks later he gets his care package and decides he's going to eat his delicious Pringles, and, well, there's a giant dick staring back at him. Giant, delicious, strawberry-flavored ding-a-ling. Good. And he knew. He knew it was me. He knew I had done it. He thought it was funny. Got a big kick out of it. I thought it was hilarious. There was a lot of humor in it. Needless to say, there were no more penises put into things after that. But regardless, it was a lot of fun. Now, that same giant candy cock, not that one, but same idea. Before this had ever happened, a friend of mine and I had gone out and bought one of these, and I was carrying it around with me. I would just stick it in my jacket pocket and just carry this giant candy dick everywhere. And I would ask women if they wanted to see my giant candy dick. You know, I'd say, hey, you want to see my big dick? They'd be like, what? What? And that would be the reaction I would get. And I would always get the same reaction, and then I'd pull that big bastard out of my coat pocket and just show it to him. And then things would be explained. But regardless, if you ever want to get a friend putting a giant candy cock into their favorite snack, it has to be tube-shaped, preferably Pringles or something like that. And it's good stuff. I had a lot of fun doing that. It was humorous. I got a big kick out of it. So, like I said, guys, I'm going to be out of town for about the next week. So, if you got anything you want to say to me, shoot me a message on YouTube, shoot me a tweet on Twitter, or whatever. Let me know what you think about the video. The last couple of videos have been doing very well. I want to give a shout out to Lost in Place and to Thick Moley for helping me out with my channel and taking a look at my videos. Those guys have been great. You guys have been great for watching the videos. You guys have been great for liking and sharing and subbing. It's been fantastic. I'm making a steady climb, and it's been well worth the effort put into this. So at the end of this game, I ended up going, I think, 46-8. Called it a couple of stealth choppers and AGRs, which did some serious work, and of course the VSATs. So you guys take it easy. It's been Azazel 2012. Have a good one.